What's going on? I'm Sam, and I am pretty much done with this food truck at this point. This project has taken quite a while to finish, but I am so happy with the results. The only complaint I'd have about it is the trailer itself is pretty small, so everything is really tight in here. There's not much room. But the trailer was brought to me by the customer, so I worked with what I could. I got everything sized as well as I could, and I think it looks pretty good. So let's go in and see what everything looks like. So I have this wall, which is pretty much to divide everything for the cooking surfaces from the outside. So by putting this wall here, I was able to get a pretty nice stainless steel wall on this side. We have the hood up here with the light and then hood fan on top of the trailer. I chose to run the conduit all the way to the back just to make everything a little nicer if there's any leaks. Instead of leaking on the top of the hood and ceiling, it would leak right here where it's easily accessible and visible. I still have to finish up the propane connections, but here is the 50-pound deep fryer and the 36-inch stove and oven with the 24-inch griddle on it. And again, another stainless steel wall so that the whole cook area has the stainless. And then over here we go back to the FRP and we can see the breaker in my wiring, which isn't too bad if I would say so myself. Probably could have made it a little cleaner, but I'm pretty happy with that. I have the cover, I just left it off because I have to do one or two other things in there. I did use an outdoor box just so that it is outdoor and weather rated because it's kind of near the sink. I didn't really have to do that, but that's just how I usually do things. Over here we have the smoke detector, CO2 detector. We have electric going to the air conditioning unit. All the conduit has to be exposed, so I chose to do it this way. This is a 15,000 BTU heat pump, so it does have heat and air conditioning. And then I have the shelf. This is, I think, about 6 or 7 feet. And then the, what's this called? And then I have the ticket holder here. I still have one other bracket I have to add. I just ran out of hardware. And then we get to this 48-inch refrigerator, prep top sandwich table. It's really big for this build, but he wanted to have space for all the ingredients because he wants to stay very busy. And right over here next to it is the 3-compartment sink. I went with the largest sink that would fit. As you can see, there's really not much playroom in here. I had everything planned out, and it just barely fit. So we have the running water and a little hot water heater down here. You can see some of my plumbing in there with the fill on top, water heater, water pump, and then the plumbing for everything, and the drain plumbing. I had to do it a little weird to get everything to fit right in this trailer, but I'm pretty happy with that. This is the waste tank. It's a 25-gallon. That's a 33-gallon. And then this goes down to the drain valve under the trailer. I still need to put the extinguishers up, but I did just buy the extinguishers for them. And then we have this back here for whatever he wants to do with this. The reason I did this was with the V-nose. It was hard to fit any sort of sinks or anything in here. So I decided just to block this off so that everything would fit better. And it gave me a little bit more room back there for another water tank. So these are the light wirings. There's not a great way to do this, but I'm decently happy with the way I wired everything up. And then we have just a regular paper towel dispenser. More conduit coming down to the main light switch. And an extra outlet for any POS type system or anything they need. This is a work table that will mostly be used for serving food. They can do some other stuff on here too, but my main purpose for this was serving food with some storage underneath. There's a commercial deep freezer here. This isn't really anything special, but it's the shallowest thing we can fit in here, which again, space in this truck is very important. We have the little window here for serving out of, and then one more 36-inch shelf. And on these shelves, it looks kind of janky, but I always bend everything out like this so that it holds things nice and they're not going to have things just fly off. So yeah, this is the build. I have FRP on all the walls and the ceiling. We have aluminum tread plate for the floors and Cove baseboards all around. I do the best I can to make everything waterproof by caulking all the transitions and caulking behind the Cove baseboard. So theoretically you could rinse this out with a pressure washer and water will not get anywhere. Like I said, I'm still finalizing the propane hookups on the inside, but I did get them done on the outside here. We're running two 40-pound bottles. We have the gravity fill inlet for hoses. I really like this short adapter because it gives me a fill kind of like a gas pump. So I use that when I'm testing all of these things. And then it's just one of these normal RV type adapters with locking. And then just a regular shore power inlet for the voltage, which I'm running in my shop. Normally this would be run off the generator. But yeah, this is it. I'm very happy with how it all turned out. This is the fourth trailer that I started working on in 2021. The first being the gaming trailer, which I was really happy with how that turned out. The second one being a rolled ice cream food truck. Again, I was happy with how that turned out. This one required, I want to say, the most amount of fabrication. The gaming trailer was close. I think this was still a little bit more, but I am very happy with how everything turned out. This truck is amazing. Or I guess I should say trailer. I keep calling this a food truck, even though it's a trailer. But it just looks so nice. I'm so happy with it. I can't wait to go buy some food from here when he opens up and starts using it. Oh yeah, and I'm not sure what the next project is for me. I have a few things tentatively lined up. I think I'm going to be working on my own short schoolie camper with the short bus that I bought last year. So that should be a lot of fun. Other than that, I'm just going to kind of do some projects that have been waiting for me around the shop and get caught up on a bunch of stuff. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. What do you think of the food truck? Oh, you're not supposed to be in here. Is this nice? What is this? Is this a food truck? Do you want to eat the food? Oh, what a good boy. Oh, yes. Good boy.